Anyways, so the article continues, and it gets into toxic fandom here. This was really interesting. This is something that a lot of DC fans, where the article started losing them. A noxious contingent of followers, though, didn't just advocate for the movie, but also used social media to attack people who were critical of Snyder or their cause. Maybe they hoped to silence dissenters, or maybe they were just trolls being trolls. In any case, film journalists with negative takes reported getting swarmed with insults and even threats. Unfortunately, I think a lot of online fandom and fandom culture is headed in this very toxic direction, says Kayla Donaldson, who writes for whatever site. It's especially strong from Snyder Acolytes, she adds, perhaps because they respond misguidedly to the director's tales of loner heroes in a hostile world. All right, let me stop you right there. I have another graphic that I want to bring up because her conversation continues. But let me stop you right there. You think you got it bad, Kayla Donaldson? You think you had it bad? Okay. And the article, I really wish they would have brought somebody from the fandom movement of Release the Snyder Cut movement. They would have brought somebody in, somebody who was one of the people that Zack Snyder interviewed during DC fandom, or somebody from comicbook.com's documentary, somebody in to represent and tell the movement side of the story. Okay. Release the Snyder Cut was a laughing joke to people with a voice, to people who worked for these film sites. Okay. They didn't believe that. Remember, it's that's a pipe dream. You remember that? Yeah. How about the countless times that the movement tried to do something good for AFSP and people just laughed at them. People clowned them. People trolled them and said the Snyder Cut's never happening. Get over it. Get over it. Zack Snyder's a terrible filmmaker. He messed up the DCEU. Yeah. You think you have it bad? Try being us, okay? Try being a fan, a defender of Zack Snyder, and having to deal with the amount of BS, the amount of opinion pieces about DC this, Zack Snyder that. It's been a long couple of fucking years, okay? I'm not saying you probably didn't have to deal with some toxic behavior yourself. I'm not saying that, but put your feet in our shoes, okay? And think for a second what exactly the past couple of years have been like, okay? We've been defending Zack Snyder for years, defending him for years about the kind of shit that Vanity Fair is talking about. Okay. Warner Brothers, they made him the fall guy. They made Zack Snyder the fall guy. And now that's coming to light. And now he's getting the last laugh. So excuse us if we seem a little tense sometimes, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, you got a legion of critics who don't like his movies, and that's their opinion. But then they go out of their way to make it seem like they're more superior than us because they have a platform. No, you ain't. And then you have these vloggers, people who I won't mention, but I really want to right now, who just say shit just for the clout because they know that we will jump and defend. And what does that mean? More clicks, more interaction, more comments, etc. So, critics, vloggers, journalists, and there's one person I'm thinking of from back at DC Fandom who commented on a leaked trailer. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we've been dealing with. Every time we get excited or happy about, some progress being made for release of Snyder Cut, there was always those assholes out there who had to remind us of the 2017 Justice League movie, who had to remind us that Warner Brothers is moving beyond that. That DC will never be as great as Marvel, and so on and so forth. Okay, so excuse us if we get a little flustered sometimes. Anyways, she continues to say,